2 years down the road, I'm proud to announce to you that we have laid a very good foundation for a better Anambra State. After 2 years of applying myself to the services of Anambra State, I'm happy to look back at what we have achieved and thank you all for the support and prayers in the Anambra. Before I tell you exactly what we have done, it's important to remember that the past 2 years, our country, Nigeria, has passed through one of the worst periods since independence. Oil prices have crashed to the lowest possible point, and Naira fell with it. Most of the allocations from the Federation account have dried up and left huge gaps in the revenues of states. The consequences are severe and unpleasant. But the good news is that our story is different in Anambra State. We foresaw the impending storm and made adequate preparations for the rainy day. The fact is that when I took over the leadership of Anambra State, my first impulse as a financial expert was to organize a strategic retreat for my executive council members to prepare my team for the task at hand. It was at this retreat that we brainstormed on the economy and detected the impending fall in oil prices. We have also had more retreats and a summit on IGR. All these prepared for the tough times at hand. The result is that while other states are grappling with this new reality, we are not only increasing salaries, but we are busy building bridges. Now the basic question to ask is, how did we do it? The answer is simple. We began by defining our mission in Anambra State. I stated my vision was to make Anambra State the first choice investment destination and a hub for industrialization and commercial activities. I also declared that my mission was to make Anambra State a socially stable, business-friendly environment that would attract both indigenous and foreigners to seek wealth-creating opportunities. To guarantee the realization of these two statements, we crafted a blueprint known as the 4 pillars of development, which revolves around agriculture, industrialization, trade and commerce, and oil and gas. The vision and mission statements come together in a perfect synergy with the 4 pillars of development to make up my dream for Anambra. However, from the very beginning, it was clear to me as daylight that the major obstacles that stood in the way of my dreams for Anambra State was the challenge of security. The undeniable fact before us was that since the end of the Civil War, Anambra State had been the theater of crime and criminality in the southeast of Nigeria. I figured out that there could be no meaningful progress in this state without a successful attack against crime. I knew that no investor would go to a crime-ridden environment. So we launched an all-out war against kidnappers, armed robbers, drug dealers, child traffickers. We smashed crime syndicates and pulled down the warehouses used for keeping kidnapper victims. We donated smart cars to the police, a gunboat to the Navy, and last Christmas we launched police helicopter to watch over our skies. And so far, for the first time since the creation of this great state, we made sure that Anambra was effectively covered on land, in waters, and on the sky. With that effort, we achieved 360-degree security coverage of the state. Not only that, we also solved the 46-year-old puzzle of crime in Anambra State. With that effort too, it is no longer in doubt that Anambra State is the safest state in Nigeria. And for the second time since the creation of the state, We celebrated Christmas last year without a single incident of crime in the Anambra. That is how far we have come on the journey so far. Opening Anambra up to the world. The immediate benefit of ridding Anambra state of crime is that we have also opened our gas state up to the world. We have made our states attractive to our great sons and daughters and to wise investors. However, to harness the opportunities created by our emergence as Nigeria's safest state, we established the Anambra State Investment, Promotion and Protection Agency, ANSIPA. This agency has the mandate of attracting investments and fast-tracking the process of investing in Anambra State. To date, ANSIPA has attracted investments valued at 3.2 billion to Anambra State. All the investments we have attracted so far cut across agriculture, trade and commerce, manufacturing, hospitality, housing, electricity, generation, waste management, health, and oil and gas. More investments are coming. The employment values we have created so far, when I asked you votes in 2013, I promised you that I will give you jobs, jobs, jobs. Today, I'm proud to declare that with the quality of investments we have attracted so far, the unemployment problem we have in the state will be drastically reduced in no distant time. Here is our projection for the jobs that will be created from the investments we have attracted. Agriculture, 27,000 direct jobs and 100,000 indirect jobs. Industry, trade and commerce, 12,000 direct jobs and 45,000 indirect jobs. Real estate and hospitality, 11,000 direct jobs and 39,500 indirect jobs. Power and transformation, transportation, 2,000 direct jobs and 8,200 indirect jobs. Health, 500 direct jobs and 1,900 indirect jobs. Total number of jobs expected, 52,500 direct jobs and over 200,000 indirect jobs. In Technology Incubation Center in Newi, we're training 500 other youths, and I've been training at Agricultural Training Institute at Mpapo. We have great plans for our youths and unemployed Anambra State. Update on my economic blueprint. You will recall that in my inaugural speech, I declared, I quote, "The time has come to prove to ourselves that the enterprising spirit for which our people are known all over the world can take firm roots at home. That together as one, we can be masters of our own house." I also assured that, I quote, "Under my administration, we have no choice than to decide whether we are truly the sons and daughters of our fathers and true heirs to their long history of pioneering excellence," unquote. Brothers and sisters, our achievements in the last 2 years have confirmed that truly we are the children of our fathers. A look at what we did with our 4 pillars of development confirms this. And here is what we did. First, agriculture. Agriculture is a leading pillar in my economic blueprint. That was why 2 months after my inauguration, we launched our agricultural revolution at Intege, the local government headquarters. Our objective is to be in the top 3 agricultural states in Nigeria. The Anambra, 2 years after, we have almost realized this objective. Anambra has become an exporter of farm produce to Europe. Songhai Farms has reached an agreement with Sap Miller for supply of sorghum produced in Aquarium for brewing beverages. This will create more jobs. This is the kind of synergy we want to create in Anambra State. We've also flooded the market with a wholly indigenous brand of rice, known as Anambra rice, which is competing favorably with other brands in the market. The question there again is, how did we do it? We simply made agriculture a priority and set up a special committee on agriculture with prominent agronomists and charged it to produce a blueprint for revolutionizing agriculture. This committee carried out a comprehensive survey of our soil to determine where each food crop will grow best. We also set up a committee for land acquisition and mediation. The committee ensures that all matters pertaining to the availability of land to investors are handled to the satisfaction of all parties. In specific terms, we have so far attracted 150 million from Cossack Farms project in Anambra, 50 million from Novitec Farms Limited at Obiano, and 160 million from Joseph Agro and project in Omo, and $250 million farm in tomato processing at Anambra. And there are also grains and silos with $40 million investment in storage facilities, linen farms with 16 million poultry farm in Ibaria, and Tri-City integrated farm with 11.4 million ultra-modern abattoir in Oka. Indeed, the fire of agricultural revolution is raging in Anambra State. A visit to Ibaria or Anako will validate this. Next is industrialization. Our objective in industrialization is to become one of the top 3 industrialized states in Nigeria. We are pursuing this in 4 key areas: creation of modern industrial parks and small to medium enterprise clusters, improved investments and better access to financial, and finally, strategic capacity building. We have so far attracted over $140 million investment for the manufacturing sector. But beyond that, we have also set procedure in the area of building critical alliances with foreign trade delegations. At the last count, we have hosted trade missions from Thailand, Ireland, and the UK. And quite recently, a delegation from the British Commonwealth office in London visited me in Anambra to explore possibilities of strong bilateral relations. The Consular General of the United States of America also arrived with his own team a fortnight ago. We have also held fruitful bilateral talks with South Africa, China, Germany, South Korea, European Union. Sincerely, the future is very bright for Anambra State. Next among the 4 pillars is the trade and commerce. Our objective in trade and commerce is to move Anambra to top 3 states in trade and commerce in Nigeria. To achieve this, we are rehabilitating our existing markets and building ultra-modern shopping malls across the state. We have also flagged off the construction of $350 million wholesale shopping complex in Ogbunike, in Oyi local government. This commercial and lifestyle complex will be the first of its kind in Africa. Onisha Shopping Mall is a legacy project of my predecessor that we have completed, and will open business in April this year. We have also increased pace of work in the 2 other malls in Oka and Newi. Other achievements include the first phase of 20,000 units of international market at Oba in the Demili South local government area, valued at $75 million, and installation of closed-circuit TV camera CCTV in Onitsha main market. Next is oil and gas. Anambra State is blessed with over 1 billion barrels of oil and gas, or 30 trillion cubic feet of gas. Our objective is to have a fully developed oil and gas sector by 2018. We intend to achieve this through three broad areas of intervention policy. One, policy formulation and infrastructure development. Private sector participation and community orientation in the area of policy formulation. We have ensured that we do not make the same mistake our neighbors by crafting far-sighted policies, statutes to drive the development of this sector. We have set up the Oil and Gas Advisory Committee headed by renowned Dr. Emmanuel Eboga, the former Special Advisor to the President on Petroleum Matters, to ensure the recognition of Anambra as the 10th oil-producing state in Nigeria. Other achievements are the construction of Anambra's longest bridge, measuring 280 meters long across the Anambra River, as part of the 42-kilometer road that opens access to the oil fields in Aguilera. We are also building two other bridges to the oil fields through Umueje in Ayamelu and Umudiora in Anambra West. Government affairs still on oil and gas. We are partnering with UD Integrated Petroleum Production Development Company, UDIPCO, and Falcon Corporation Limited to invest in the development of our gas to power initiative in the state. We also have a PPP arrangement with the Steno Petroleum for the construction of tank farms for the storage of petroleum products in the state. These investments will jumpstart the industrialization of our dear state, drive agriculture, trade and commerce, which are the key economic pillars of my administration. In the Anambra, this is what we have done so far with the 4 pillars of development. Now let's look at some key enablers. The enablers are the basic foundation upon which the 4 pillars of development stand. There are 12 of them, but I'll limit the report to only 8 because of time. Road infrastructure. In the Anambra, we have kept our promise in the building and maintenance of roads and bridges in this state. The 3 flyovers in Oka speak eloquently of our ambition to transform Anambra with world-class infrastructure. The nearly completed Aroma Bridge is not only a beauty to behold, but a monument to the pride of our people. The 2 in Amobia and Kwata are fast nearing completion. Similarly, we have built 2 bridges and a 5-cell culvert in Obu, Ndukwenu, and Ufuma. In the Anambra, in the first 2 years of our administration, has asphalted over 102 roads, and I want to put it on record that there's no single road we inherited from my predecessor that we have abandoned. We have also made some progress on Agoro Lake Hotel Resort and the 3 arms stone. True, we may not be moving at the pace that we hoped for because of the economic meltdown in the economy, but we have not abandoned any project in Anambra State, not one. Education. Our achievements in education sector have remained impressive in the past 2 years. Essentially, we approached education in 3 broad areas: infrastructural development, pupils, students development, and teachers' welfare. In the period under review, we have maintained our enviable position in NECO and WAEC examinations. Similarly, our brilliant schools children took the first position at the World Schools Debate Championship in Singapore last year. Meanwhile, we are current champions in the National Basic Debate. The same debate team defeated the debate team from the 80-year-old Khartoum Secondary School in Singapore in January this year To crown our efforts, Rose Mobi won the last year's National Best Teacher of the Year award to underscore the silent revolution that is going on in the educational sector. However, in terms of funding for schools, we have disbursed the sum of 733 million to the mission schools and renovated 1,000 units of 10 classroom blocks and awarded scholarships estimated at 30 million to over 200 students. We have done more, but for the bleak state of the economy. Health. In the health sector, we have added new units to the Onitsha General Hospital and built a helipad for air ambulance for emergency cases. We have also built several blocks of houses that will serve as isolation units in the case of epidemics. The complex has been designated as the Center for Tropical Disease Control. In addition, we are in partnership with the Rise Health Incorporation of America to strengthen the rural health delivery in the state. The partnership gave birth to a specialist outfit known as the Anambra Business Coalition, ABC, through which the Oruba General Hospital has been refurbished and re-equipped to deliver a world-class medical services to the people of Orumba North and South. ABC has also set up an ultra-modern rice clinic in Adazi and Onitsha, respectively, to offer quality health care to the people. Osamole General Hospital, Obiano, will be giving a similar attention to this year. Meanwhile, we have set machinery in motion to ensure the provision of a comprehensive health insurance scheme for Anambra. The environment is one of the key enablers in my blueprint. Anambra is one of the Nigeria's smallest states in geographical size, measuring only 4,844 square kilometers. Therefore, personally concerned about the perennial menace of soil erosion in the state. Our strict response to the gully erosion that recently caught our port junction at the Demley Council area is indicative of our surefire approach to environmental issues in the state. Meanwhile, we have mounted a serious campaign to retrieve our cities from menace of the death and instill a culture of cleanliness in our people. To demonstrate our capacity to create a cleaner Anambra, we demolished the 30-year-old mountain of refuse, Oboko, last year. Our road sweepers can be seen everywhere in Onitsha, Oka and Newi, cleaning up the cities and making our environment more livable. Mass transit scheme, Omonem. We have made bold attempts to change urban transportation in Anambra State. We initiated the modern mass transit scheme that covers the 3 major cities in the state, with 200 brand new taxis and 40 luxury buses. This was followed up with the construction of modern bus stops and bus terminals in strategic parts of the state. This initiative was recently expanded to include marine transport with 24 speedboats and water ambulances and 1 gunboat for the Nigerian Navy. The idea is to open access to the riverine communities in the state and ensure that no part of the state is cut off from the phenomenal development spreading across us. We're also building a comprehensive vehicle inspection workshop in Oka that will check the road worthiness of vehicles in Anambra State to minimize the carnage on our roads. At the same time, I personally made sure that the smart cars we donated to the police in December last year are equipped with speed tracking devices that will help us to enforce sanity on our roads. Public utilities. We recently commissioned 44 solar-powered boreholes that serve 27 communities in Agwata and Anambra East local government areas, respectively. We are also not relating on rural electrification, as we have expanded the 33 kVA line that supplies power to Anambra North and installed 250 transformers in strategic locations across the state. Meanwhile, we are seriously working on all the ambitious projects of installing street lights along the old Enugu road that will run from Mbo to Amansi. On completion of this project, we will change the entire landscape of Anambra State, stimulating commerce, strengthening security, and promoting social life in various communities located along that road. Workers' welfare. Anambra is second to none in the welfare of workers in the whole Nigeria. We are the only state that increased salaries of workers by 15% in 2015, at a time when many states were looking for bailouts. We have also shown the human side of governance with various series of workers-friendly policies, gestures. For instance, we have since cleared the 1.9 billion arrears of salary owed the state water corporation staff, as well as the approximately 1 billion pension owed the local government retirees inherited by my administration. Similarly, we humanize governance by granting amnesty to 25 prisoners serving different jail terms in Anambra State to mark Nigeria's 55th independent anniversary last year. These ex-convicts are currently undergoing training in a school for skill acquisition at Tumweri and will be handed 1 million each at the end of their training. The IGR revolution, we have set an impressive record in internally generated revenue, IGR, with a remarkable increase from the 500 million monthly that we inherited from my predecessor to 1.3 billion per month at the moment. We achieved this through a timely deployment of a cutting-edge technology and a clinical weeding out of over 800 ghost workers from the state civil service. We have made several efforts to boost our IGR, holding strategic retreats and summits to seek new ways of increasing revenues without raising taxes. Right now, our mantra is doing more with less, and our target is to achieve 2.2 billion in monthly revenue generation before the end of this year. In conclusion, in the Anambra, 2 years is hardly enough time in the life of any administration to make a lasting impression on the people. But my team and I have demonstrated a strong ambition for greatness. We have shown that given time and resources, we can turn Anambra into Nigeria's new postcard for excellence. The record are there for us to see. But to achieve that, we need your support and prayers, and more importantly, we need your belief. We need your belief in collective capacity to change our beloved state for the better. We need your belief in our ability as individuals to make a difference in our personal lives, our families, and our communities. Every great society built by men and women who believe in their God-given abilities to make a change. In Anambra State, we can all be a change that we desire. And as we look forward to another year of great expectations in Anambra State, I urge you all to lend a hand to our efforts to build a strong and prosperous state. God bless Anambra State. God bless Nigeria. Thank you very much.